Yeah, boy, Joe Angel. It feels like forever, but it
Oh
hasn't been
man.
forever, right? It hasn't been, right? That intro though, did it not like make you feel like you're watching like an old school 90s TV show?
Oh
Dude,
yeah. It
go
had like Friends written all over
yeah,
it.
or like old school
Friends, Frasier.
Frasier, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Any after school like Full House, like old
oh
school
yeah, Full House.
Cheers. Oh, it had a
Uh,
intro during the intro they're like showing people she's interacting with people like there's a friend in her
yeah.
office or something like that. None of that is happening. We don't ever meet that friend. Like we
Yeah.
don't know what she we don't know what she does for a living. She just like
Yeah.
let's go. She's just like she should just look to the camera and go, let's go get something to eat, y'all. And then the whole two
Let's go.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
Is it bad though? Like why is it so bad? Like there is a difference between living to eat
At,
and eating to live, you know.
with that phrase, it all has to. I think to me, with that phrase, it has to do with the meaning.
If it's 2 minutes, is either I can't. I'm trying to think. You're blowing my mind. This makes no sense. This makes the least sense we've ever
I would tell you.
rubbing ointments on myself. All right, Joey, that's enough of all that.
All right. All right. Let's get to it. Wakakozake.
Wakakozaki. Wakakozaki.
Wakakozake.
Got it. Got
All
it.
right. Here we go. And three, two, and one. Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Podcast. It's me, Joe Angel, with my co-host Sal,
Sup?
and it is the week of Thanksgiving.
Hey, we still don't
Even
tech.
though it's Monday, I think it's still this week.
We don't ever. We never really called this theme. You know, we had September, we had spooky season. We're
September.
doing food. What do we got? What is this?
Food,
Foodame,
food,
foodamami,
Food Network, Food
food,
May,
food network.
Mammy.
Down. What's up, food? Oh, let's just call it. Let's just call it. What's up, food?
What's up, food?
What's up, food?
What's up, food?
Hey, what? It's too late now. It's the summer.
Dig into that. Dig into that. It's already halfway. It's almost over.
Speaking of which, Anime Me is a podcast where we teach you how to watch and love anime, one episode at a time.
One episode at a time, guys. And since it is Thanksgiving, in the spirit of family, in the spirit of togetherness, the anime we are watching is nothing about that
Yeah,
special.
it really is. It's about being alone in the city, being
It's
sad.
being alone in the city, being sad, eating alone, dining alone, drinking alone, and it is called Wakakozake.
Waka, I'm gonna have to say that a couple times because I
Waka
said
Waka. Waka
kozaki,
Waka.
waka. I didn't know how to say it. I was like,
It's
uh,
one of those, it's like banana. You can't remember how many N's and how
yeah,
many
I don't know
A's
how
there
many
are.
K's and Z's is in this thing. There's too many K's in it.
Yeah.
Actually, there's 3 K's in it. I don't like that. Okay, I don't like it. All right, I got a synopsis, but before I do, Joe Angel, I got a little something for you. Ready for this?
Go.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I let me try let me try it again. It's not loud enough. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Let me hit us with. I'm gonna hit us with a synopsis. Let's see here. Murasaki.
Yeah.
Murasaki.
Murasaki.
Murasaki
Yeah.
Wakako.
Wakako. Yeah.
I'll
Wakako.
we'll leave that as it is. Is a 26-year
Call her
old.
Waka
What
Waka.
is this? Okay, so it's a 26. She's a yeah. I'm gonna call her Waka Waka. Is a 26-year-old. It says capital OL. I'm gonna go old lady. 20 is it, she's a 26-year-old old lady that loves nothing more than delicious food and drink. That's all this is.
That's it.
It's nothing more.
That's all
It
this
really
is.
is nothing more than that. Yeah, like that's
That's
my
all it
that's
is.
hey, that's all she is. That's all I'm all about. I mean, foodies at heart. You know what I'm saying? She's speaking my language. She's just out there, just like
Foodie at heart.
whoosh.
Whoosh.
She was like,
It's so weird.
it was so funny. I was like, this is like that version of sheesh. You know how everybody was going, sheesh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sheesh.
That's what that is. That's what that is. Yeah. I didn't think we could have a shorter anime than what was that show? Me and
Roboco.
me and Roboco. Yeah, me
Me
and
and Robo.
Roboco. I was like, that show is like 3 minutes. This show is 2 minutes long. I mean, the next show is just going to be a
Got it.
picture. It's just a picture. Is
A picture of food.
it's 2 minutes
Still
long.
frame.
Yeah, and on to the next show. It's just the title of the show, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I got it. Uh,
2 minutes and it still has the intro
yeah, it
sequence.
still has a 30-second intro, bro. The show is, and then it still has an outro, like it has the credits at the end.
Yeah.
This show is probably without the beginning and end, probably 5 seconds long. It really is 5 seconds long. The show, that intro though, did it not like make you feel like you're watching like an old school 90s TV show?
Oh
Dude,
yeah, it
go
had like Friends written all over
yeah,
it.
or like old school
Friends, Frasier.
Frasier, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Any after school like Full House, like old
oh
school
yeah, Full
Cheers.
House.
Oh, it had a
Uh,
Cheers vibe.
Cheers. What was it? Married with Kids.
Yeah, Married with
That
Children, Married
one.
with Children.
Uh,
Yeah,
Married with Children.
it
Married with
had
Children.
yeah, it had some
Yeah.
old school vibes. I was like, I watched the first one, and the first one happened real quick. We watched the whole season, by the way, right? Is that all of it? The whole
The
series?
whole.
The whole
Yeah, the
s-
whole series.
it was like
Season. Season
12,
series.
12 season, 12 episodes,
12 episodes. Yeah.
and
Yeah, I texted you because I was all like, oh, this is something we can watch in like an hour.
yeah,
So I
less
texted
than
you. I
that.
was like,
I'm pretty
hey, watch
sure.
the whole thing. I was like, I told you what we were watching, where it was. Watch the whole thing. Parentheses. You can finish it in an hour.
Less than that, dude. Less than that. I was done within 30 minutes, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and I was eating a snack afterward. Cause you know what? She inspired me, dude. I'm inspired by this show, man. Like they ain't nothing happening in this show at all.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah.
like they really but then I'm like watching it and I'm kind of like, okay, the first episode she has like this fried salmon or the fried grilled,
Yeah, it's like a salt grilled fried salmon
which man,
with sake.
uh that's her life, man. That's what she's all about. At first I'm like, okay, this ain't anything. And then I watched the next one, I was like,
Yeah.
this is barely something. She just went out to eat again. Like they're
Yeah.
during the intro, they're like showing people she's interacting with people. Like there's a friend in her
Yeah.
office or something like that. None of that is happening. We don't ever meet that friend. Like we
Yeah.
don't know we don't know what she does for a living. She just like
Yeah.
let's go. She's just like she should just look to the camera and go, let's go get something to eat, y'all. And the whole thing,
Let's go get something to eat.
yeah,
Where we going today?
yeah, that should be it. Like it should be called Waka Waka goes out to eat. That's it. Like that's the whole show, dude. It's so funny. But like, no, but
The
for real
whole
though,
show.
it did have me thinking though. I was like, there is something to to that, like going out to eat and like it just really enjoying something. For real, like really enjoying
Yeah.
something, like really like sitting down. And it made me like as I continue to go, like we get 6 episodes in, she's had sea urchins, she had fried chicken,
Yeah.
she had these fried asparagus. And
Yeah.
near the end, I'm kind of like, hey man, she's like really enjoying it, you know? Like, and what am I enjoying? Am I ever enjoying food like
Yeah.
for real? Or am I just,
Am I like actually enjoying the food when I'm there? Like, or am I just paying? How am I actually feeling? in this process of
Yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah. You're just like kind of taking it for granted. Like so my father-in-law, he's old school.
Old
He's
school.
a simple man. Like he likes the same things over and over again, but the things he does like he really enjoys. And so I
Does he
remember,
have his own spot in the
dude, he has the same, I mean, like we go to
I sit here every morning, drink
drink the
coffee.
coffee, have the same thing, has these little cookies that are the
Yeah,
same. I love him to death. He's a straight up cartoon character. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how like cartoon cartoon characters wear the same color shirt. You know what I'm
wear the
saying?
same thing every day. Yeah.
Garfield is eating lasagna on Monday all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
Like he's always having.
Yeah.
That's my father-in-law. You know what I'm saying? He hates Mondays and loves lasagna. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing he does do that Waka Waka does here is she like enjoys or appreciates it. Like taking the time, for real, taking the time to kind of, he takes a bite of something, he closes his eyes and he looks up a little bit and he just like savors it, you know? And sometimes we're just like shoveling it into our face. And I'm like,
Yeah. Just trying to get it in.
just try to get in it,
Get it while
you
it's
know what I'm
hot.
saying? Like before it cools down. It cools down, ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you, you,
Ain't the same.
if you grow up
Yeah.
with a bunch of kids, like a bunch of brothers and sisters, you better get on that mug because you last in line.
Yeah, you gotta eat quick. Yeah.
You getting
You
scraps.
ain't
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
nothing.
You getting the small piece of chicken. You getting the burnt part that's on the edge of the
Yeah.
pan or something.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking that we would eventually get somewhere with her. Like, oh, there's a story.
Yeah.
There's no story, Joey. Joe, what's the story? What's the story? What happened? What happened to this show? Like 24 minutes of just 24 minutes of snacks, just
Just watching
snacks, bro.
somebody
Hey,
eat.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I go, not gonna eat that, gonna eat that. She ain't got no friends. Like, what is
No
going
friend.
on here? Like she lives in Japan. I'm guessing she's a white, blonde-headed girl. They draw her, it's always confusing when they draw these characters because I'm like, oh, this character is living in America. Nope.
There's no real race.
There's no
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah. We're
Yeah.
just color her gray. She could just be gray. She's every race, every ethnicity.
Pink hair, blue hair, yellow hair, red
Don't
hair.
matter.
That's all you get.
That's all you got. We don't see color except for the color of her hair. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Though it did.
But it's more of like
Mhm.
it really is her like enjoying her food
Yeah,
because a lot of it, of course, during the intro we get all right. She's working, so she could be getting stuff, having dinner on the way home, something like that.
yeah,
So it's part of the enjoyment. I think is that relaxation, like her wind down from work.
yeah,
Like, all right, I had a hard day at work, but I got this nice hot meal. I'm going to savor it and enjoy it as like a treat to myself for working so hard that day.
yeah, yeah, and
And so I think that's part of the whole thing.
which I love because it's also an escape or a salve a little bit because she had a hard day at work and she's like, time for me to turn it down and like just enjoy this time, like almost like a sacred thing. And she treats, you see her like eat these certain things and she like is sacred about these things. Like this is how you're supposed to eat this
Yeah,
thing. Like don't ruin the meal by doing it this way. Like eat it this way so that you could
yeah,
truly like savor it and like honor the
appreciate
food.
it.
Yeah, appreciate it. She even like
Yeah,
judges some guy who gets something else and she's like, "You ain't eating it right." Or, somebody else is like, "Oh, you don't eat the salmon skin.
yeah.
That's gross."
It was the first. It was the first episode because he got it with
Yeah.
rice, and she's all like, "Why would you
Yeah, like come on now. You whack, son. You're weak. Okay, eat the skin.
You're whack, son. You're weak.
Yeah.
You're weak. You eat
Yeah.
like a kid. You're how kids would eat.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you
Need
eat
some chicken
yeah,
nuggets.
dino nuggets. Chicken ain't the shape
Yeah,
of letters. That ain't real. It ain't real. That ain't real food.
that ain't real.
And that's the thing, like
It's the whole
go ahead.
I was gonna say it's the whole Mexican meme of where the kids you can go to the Mexican restaurant and there's always that one kid that orders
The
the
chicken
chicken
tenders.
fingers or the chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
fingers.
yeah. Man, like I'm not I'm not a picky eater, like whatsoever. Like I will eat pretty much anything. Though there are some things a little bit. I'm a little weary of things from the sea. Just barely. Like I love like salmon, but that sea urchin thing. Like, did you find yourself like watching the show and you go, yeah, no, yes, no. Yeah.
Well, I kind of watch those anyways
Uh-huh.
on like just reels and stuff. Like I follow like a lot of food,
Yeah.
like foodies and like
Hmm.
other stuff, and so I'm always like watching it and like looking at it in its life state. It does seem like no, there's no way you can eat
Yeah,
that
we
and
ain't
stuff.
eating that.
But then you see like the people prepare the meals and stuff, and it's all like, well, you know what? If I don't see the whole process, if you just bring me the plate, I'll probably
Yeah.
100% of the time eat it.
Hey, for real, that's exactly how it is. You just like,
Yeah.
don't show me.
Don't tell me, just bring it
Well,
to me.
how'd you had to clean? You had to clean this. It was dirty. Like it was, how dirty was it? I don't want to
Yeah.
know. What was on it? Is it,
You
like,
stop if you start talking about it, I'm gonna spit in your food. How about that?
you're like,
I'm gonna put a hair in your food.
yeah, yeah, here you go. You know, you're done. Okay, you
Yeah,
ruined my food. I ruined your food.
get that, son. I ruined yours. But yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not a picky eater, but I will judge heavily.
Yeah, hey, because I'm like, like she has monkfish liver. I think that's
Yeah.
one of the dishes, like monkfish liver, and even somebody like from across the room was like, "Oh, that kind of smells a little funky," and she says it too. She's like, "Oh, it has a bit of
Yeah.
a little funk to it, but I
Yeah, it's
love
got
it
like a
though."
little weird smell, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's still,
It's like that blue it's like blue cheese.
yeah, yeah, like blue cheese has that kind of little funk, but hey, put that
Yeah.
put that on a fried chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying, with a hot sauce. Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Yeah. Mm.
Like, but there is a difference though. There are people who eat to live and live to eat, and she's kind of somewhere in the middle, and I find myself to be probably live to eat more so, which is I don't know. I was so I have all kinds of questions. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just burn through them because they're all rhetorical. I don't need answers to this.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Does she have any friends? I say no. Let's see here. She ain't gonna get one bad meal out there. Where's that episode where we have her like have a bad meal? Uh, let's see.
Yeah.
Are we ever gonna see her cook at home? Probably not. Let's see here. Does she have a problem with eating? She's eating her feelings. What's going on here? Like there's something deeper going on there. Um, and that's about it. But I like it made me think though, like a little bit like there's an emotional attachment. Some people will say like it's
Yeah.
not healthy to have an emotional attachment to food like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Is it bad though? Like why is it so bad? Like there's a difference between living to eat
And
and eat to live.
with that phrase, it all has to I think to me with that phrase, it has to do with the meaning of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because food attachments can have a totally different meaning depending on where you're talking about. It could be like if it's like deals with anorexia or stuff,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Having that kind of food attachment, it's like okay, that's bad and stuff. But if you go on the other side, and say, oh, this is like a comfort food.
Hmm.
You could consider that a food attachment, but it's something that reminds you of home because there's meals that you have that you know it takes you back to like those simpler times
Hmm.
where you weren't like at a high anxiety level or it was in a place of comfort and it brings you back down on that level.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
So
you're.
having that kind of food attachment, I would say be a good thing because that's what you need in order to like, especially if you have somebody who's like say who's new, somebody you meet doesn't have anybody they know, but if they have like a comfort meal, it makes them feel more at home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like being away from home and then having something that goes, oh man, this reminds me of my grandma's cooking. And there's like a an emotional connection there. I mean, I really everything my family and even my wife's family, we have a connection with food emotionally and like spiritually and like just like culturally it's all there. Like there you sit inside, you sit in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You're there and you're kind of enjoying these things together, and we are not taking the food for granted. We're kind of like we're appreciating it for one. We're reminiscing. It transports you to another time. Like we have stories around food. I mean, there's something sacred and special that you can tap into with this kind of thing. And I think that's where,
Definitely.
you know, uh, what's her name? How do we say this? Now I want to call her Waka Waka, but now I don't want to say Waka
And
Waka anymore. I want to be real with her.
Murasaki.
Murasaki. Let's just say,
Murasaki.
Murasaki. Murasaki is like just kind of this is like a love letter. It's a love letter to like I want to say probably just is a Japanese. I don't know if I saw something that wasn't outside. There was some influence. She talks about the fried chicken. She talks about there was
Yes.
something else that she had. The potato. I can't remember what the potato was, but you know.
Potato.
But for other cultures and stuff,
Yeah.
there's something to be said about, like embracing the food of your people and like really
Yeah.
not taking it for granted. Like you see the guy and she's always sitting there and and she talks to the cook directly and they make the food there and she like appreciates and enjoys it the way they make it. She doesn't do anything, she tries to be as respectful as possible because she knows the work that goes into it. These are all the things that you're driving because there's nothing happening in the show. None of this is said.
None of this,
None
this
of
is just everything you're getting.
Yeah, this is everything.
Which she at heart, she is a true foodie
Oh yeah,
at heart
definitely a
because
food.
she is savoring every taste. She's doing it in a particular order. She's like even doing the pairings with the drinks.
Yeah.
Like if you
Uh-huh.
eat this, you have to drink this, or if you're drinking this, these are the foods that go with it.
Uh-uh.
Like she is like a true foodie at heart.
Yeah.
Like she's telling you like even like in some of the explanations, like she's explaining the taste, like, oh, this is the saltiness
Yeah,
of
the
it, the
bitterness.
crunchiness.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she's like giving, yeah, like she is a true foodie.
Yeah, yeah. Which yeah, that's what you want to see. Like I and that's the big part of it that I really need from people who do and don't like something. It kind of gets on me a little bit when people are picky because I'm just like, you just say you don't like it, but I need you to like tell me what it is. Like, because if you just say you don't like it,
Explain it
yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
you go like,
Yeah,
I had something like this. Maybe in you just look at it and you just think you don't like it. Like, why don't you try to
yeah,
taste it? Like, taste it. And if you taste it and you still don't like it, is it just in your mind? I want you to dig deep. Is it the texture?
yeah.
Is it the
Dig.
flavor? What is going on? Like, it really like dig that right in your soul. Why do you not like good stuff? Like, why do you not like good stuff? I'm angry at everybody. All right, Joey. I'm worked up.
I'm angry now.
I'm angry now. But you know what? Here we go.
Uh, push.
Push. What is that? Is that a common
Push.
thing? She just says that,
I don't know.
and they spell it like P
Uh,
S
yeah.
S H H.
P.S. You. It's like a. I feel like it's like the probably like just an exhale,
Whew,
like a
like
few and a
yeah.
yeah.
Sheesh. It's a sheesh. It's sheesh. Sheesh. This is
Yeah.
straight up fire. Oh man. I mean, this show. It's. I'm trying to think. The other question I had about this show, I was thinking about is how does this show, is it like on regular TV? Like it's 2 minutes long. There's no commercial break. So I'm thinking like, okay, what if this is a show that's a show between shows? And then that's where I'm like, okay, maybe I'm watching Demon Slayer and then we go to commercial break and instead of commercial break, it's this show. and you just
Good
watch
show.
and you just and then you just come back to your other show.
Yeah,
Like you're watching,
strung in between.
yeah, you could right? And that's the only or that or there's a bunch of other shows that are this short and they're just kind of putting them back to back. Like I'm trying to wrap my mind
It's me
around.
and Roboco and
Yeah.
Wakazoke back to back
Yeah, back
for
to
30
back.
minutes.
Yeah. That's maybe so. And there may be another show out there that we don't know that's another, I mean, you're gonna need let's see here, 10 other shows, 10 other 2-minute shows, and you got yourself a full block of 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and commercial breaks. I don't know.
Uh, commercial breaks and
I'm trying to wrap my mind around it, and I can barely wrap my mind around it.
what you can map your mind around is some of these facts that I got for us.
Hey, throw some facts in there, and there better be something about fried chicken and lemon. That's all I'm gonna say. Just I don't know.
Fried chicken and
And
lemon.
lemon. I don't.
All and lemon. All right, guys. So this started off as a manga.
That's impossible. That's impossible, Joe. It didn't make. I don't.
Started off as a manga, and it was created by Shinkyu Chie, and so they are the writer and artist of this. So
Hmm.
it's just it, and it
Hmm.
was serialized in Tokuman Shoten's Seinen Manga Magazine monthly comic Zenin, and it started in September of 2011, and it is still going on to this day.
Yo, they got.
It is currently at 23 volumes.
With multiple chapters. I mean, I guess you don't run out of
Yeah,
food. You could always do something new. I mean,
yeah. So many foods, so many
yeah.
restaurants.
I mean,
Crazy.
if you think about shrimp and bubble gum shrimp and all the things that he could list off
Yeah,
that you could do with shrimp, there you go. You got yourself a whole
keep going. Yeah, you kept going all
nine
day.
volumes right there. You got nine volumes right there
Right
just from shrimp.
there. Just real shrimp. And it also has a spin-off manga as well called Taishu Saka Taishu Saka no Wakakozake. And that is on Comic Zenin, and that started in January of 2019, and it is still going on to you. And that is currently at 7 volumes. And that is, but that's written. That one was written by Nyanbaru Zenzu, so it was like a totally different writer. And
Spin-off of
so,
who? There's only one character. Do we follow
yeah,
the shrimp? Is that shrimp the shrimp that she didn't eat and she
all
just
of the
left on the
shrimp.
plate? It's like
It's the shrimp journeys. Yeah,
it's a
all of the
joke.
whole shrimp. It's like the
You know.
Campbell soup commercial. You're following the can.
Yeah. That's all we're doing. That's the whole show.
Oh,
I can't even imagine what we're spinning off of when there. I didn't see another character in this show. All right, go.
okay. All right. So demographically, this is a seinen manga, so it's geared towards older generation. Um, the genre is cooking, and I'm gonna learn you a new word today.
Okay, I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down. I got
So
my
it is
pencil.
cooking and ishi. So isayashi k. So
Isayashi K.
ISYAS. Yeah, isayashi k. And that is a subgenre of slice of life, and it is basically following characters just living out peaceful lives and in common environments. And it's initially intended for like to give the audience a healing type of effect because it's kind of the meaning of it. It's kind of translated into healing type or like healing, like the word itself.
Yeah, I can
And
see
so
that. I can
it's
see
like
that.
a subgenre of slice of life.
Your life is so uh hectic and you can't find any joy anywhere else. So you just have to watch somebody else find joy. You go, oh yeah, I wish I could have that fried chicken and really enjoy it, not complain that everything is too loud and the fried chicken is too cold. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's happening here. Watch somebody
The
else.
outside's burnt and the inside's not cooked. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, everything's frozen. How'd they do this? It's getting hotter,
They
actually.
froze.
How's it?
How they do that? All right. And so the anime came out in July of 2015. So that's when our anime got adapted. And it was animated by Studio Office DCI, and it was directed by Yamamoto Minoru. And so obviously it's a short anime, 12 episodes, 2 minutes apiece.
I mean,
Super short.
I mean, the fact that they have a spin-off, the fact that it's still ongoing. I mean, I wonder. I'd love to talk. I don't know how I would do this, but I need to get on the phone with somebody and be like, "Hey, is this like your favorite anime? Like, is this the one? Like,
Yeah.
everybody else is into Demon
Is this
Slayer.
it?
Yeah, everybody else is
Yeah.
into like,
Who's keeping this going?
yeah, that's what I want to know. That's what I can't, they're like, oh, I can't wait to see what she's eating next, man. Like, I want that, like when is she gonna have pizza? Like, I want her to be just adventure outside in like some North American food. Like, the Japanese mind can't understand Little Caesars hot and ready pizza. She ain't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Your
They ready for all
your
that.
sensitive tongue ain't ready to be scathed by like the saltiest meats in the
The
world.
hot.
A hot,
You're not ready to be burned by the hottest
yeah,
pizza roll right out the oven.
yeah. You ain't ready for that hot pocket. All right, you know, say that's what I want to see. I want to see her cut into a
Hot
frozen.
on the outside, frozen
Yeah,
in the
yeah. That's what I
middle.
want to see her cut. Be disappointed by the middle of this this pocket.
Yeah,
You ain't ready, Waka Waka. You ain't ready.
you ain't
But
ready.
the people are keeping this
Oh
going though.
man, but
Hey, don't tell me there's a stage play, Joe
keeping
Angel.
it
There's
going.
no stage play. Can't do it.
I can answer probably three of your questions that you have,
Okay, give
and the way I can answer that is through a live action series.
Joe Angel, that's
Uh,
impossible. Joe Angel, it's impossible.
a, a, a live action series that has currently 7 seasons,
7 seasons. You're blowing this. That's
84 episodes,
oh my gosh, that is it's
and guess what?
it's still ongoing. They're making a movie out of it. Joe,
You can watch the first 2 seasons on Crunchyroll.
oh my gosh, dude, that is hilarious. Like, does it? Okay, I'm going immediately after this. I'm going straight over. I'm watching this because if it's 2 minutes, is either I can't. I'm trying to think. You're blowing my mind. This makes no sense. This makes the least sense we've ever.
I will tell you, it
Did
is
you watch
so.
some of it?
There's 84. There's 84 episodes. Yeah,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
there's 84 episodes total right now. Each are 30 minutes apiece, so regularly. But they do actually get into her work life,
Okay,
and like so, you actually get more of her background of like the other side of her life.
that's okay. I can see that because like honestly, like the show the synopsis says what the heck is OL? 26-year-old OL. I don't know what that means.
Office lady,
Oh, maybe. That sounds
she works in the
that
office.
sounds pretty good to me. She's not an old lady because she's only 26, but I'm like, I don't know.
She's an offensive lineman.
Yeah, that's why she always eats. She's got to bulk up.
That's why she always
She's kind of
eats.
trying to bulk up, get some of that fried chicken in you, girl. We got to put on 200 pounds. That's what I'm waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of this. It's called, do you know what mukbang is?
Yeah,
Like, it's like these people who like eat food and that's it. Is Are they eating
yeah.
everything?
They
Like,
record them eating
y-
like a bunch of food.
it's a bunch of food though, right? Like, you're
I
not just
think
like,
it. Yeah, yeah. It's a bunch of food, which I think way back in the day there was a thing where people were recording themselves eating food, uploading it online.
Hmm.
But I think it was more the fact of like people who like introverts, people who are neats, people who live alone, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think it was a way for them to feel like they were eating with company by watching those videos. I think that's probably where it stemmed off of because I do remember like those type of videos being back a long time ago when the internet first started. But I think like the mukbang probably came out of that,
Interesting.
like just the idea.
It makes me have an
It's like
idea.
that.
Okay.
Like, have you ever seen that video of that guy who lives in Japan and his whole career, his whole job is people just pay him just to hang around with them. Like
No,
he
I've
just
never seen
follows them
this.
everywhere, so they won't have to be alone. Yeah, there's a guy in Japan. That's his whole job. People pay him to be like, "Hey, I got to do a bunch of stuff today. Can you just hang around with me?" And like he's just there on his phone. Like he's not talking to them. He's not like really interacting, but he's
Dude,
just there with them. So that way
that's
they're not alone.
that's dope. I kind of love that a lot, a little bit, and
Yeah.
also I also hate it too. I also hate that idea because I think I can do that. I'm like, oh, I can chill. That sounds awesome. But then also I'm like,
Yeah.
make some friends, people. You could talk to people and kind of like, like get out there.
Yeah.
Say like just try. You can find your people. The internet is a big place with weirdos, and you're a weirdo, and you can find your weird group out there. This is my plea.
You're gonna be the one that you're gonna be the service that like I'll hang around with you and judge you on everything you should do.
Oh, dude, I'm definitely gonna be judging. I'm like, that's how you tie your shoe from the ground up. I'm gonna say those are your shoes.
For the
Terrible. Bunny
those are
ears,
your shoes.
but
Like
do it the other
what are
way.
you 5 years old?
Like continually. And then with the socks. What are those? What's wrong with the white socks? What are you, Michael Jackson? Like top to bottom. I hadn't even got to the ankles yet. No lotion. No lotion. No. You gonna be
No,
ashy like
really.
that? Ashy. All right. You gonna be
Know
okay.
what the humidity is today?
You
I don't know.
could just be showing your legs out there like this. That ain't professional. You can have your knee. People can see your kneecaps. All right. That's
Yeah.
enough of that. Yeah, that is okay. So my mind is spinning with all this stuff, like the fact that there is a full-on show and that they could just kind of make something up about it. But then, but I kind of concede a little bit because you could just take that idea of someone who needs an escape. And so you could just kind of you can build the rest of the world because you kind of get it a little bit. You go, well,
Yeah.
she's stressed out or she just has a high intensity job or then you just have to like kind of find all those little things where you go, okay, all this stuff you can build the drama there in the show and then later on you just see her just kind of like find her escape in the food. And I wonder how that watch is. I will have to check this out. For real, I'm gonna have to go look and go, how did you? I mean, or are we in the manga? Are we getting all that part of it, and then we get the food part, and then they just animated the food part, and then they just like got rid of the rest of the story, or that's the part I'm trying to is like, which part is it? They make the other part of it up?
What's coming from where? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, did you ever see that movie, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, with Ben Stiller? The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I think I have.
It's such a great movie. It became a cult classic, but it is terribly received, terribly reviewed, all these things. Well, it came from there's a short story. The short story is like teeny tiny. It's just a guy who daydreams. And then they made a whole movie out of it. So, yeah, I could kind of see the same thing where you just have a little snippet of a thing and then you just kind of try to flesh the rest of it out. So, but to think that they did that with this is just, they're playing a joke on us, Joe and Joel. That's what they're doing. They're playing a joke on me.
Plain, plain.
Though, hey, going back, I did have an
Because
idea, but I don't want to share the idea on here because people are listening, Joe and Joel. You know how much they're listening?
listening.
They're listening because Takis is listening to our podcast. And they stole my idea. I said I wanted an anime me Taki. and it was gonna be something with sugar and cinnamon. It'll be a churro. They came out with a churro taco taki,
Kurosaki.
and it freaking rocks, dude. And they stole it from us. I'm serious. They're
Oh,
listening, dude, and they're like, "Hey, hold them up.
they listening.
Sugar and
Hold on,
cinnamon and a taki." And
write
they,
that down. Write
right?
that
Hey,
down.
hold on. Someone, get out. Get your pencil out. You know what I'm saying? So, Sal's on to something here. You know, we got.
Yeah.
They used to be spicy, but now they're sweet. Oh, dude, hey. They're bangers, Joe Angel. Go out and get you some. But they don't sell them they need to get them in a small bag. They got them in a big bag. Anyways, let's talk this. You ready to
Okay.
talkie this? Are we ready to talkie this? Or you got any
Yeah,
more?
let's talking. Let's talking about it.
Let's talk about this. I honestly didn't think that we would talk this long about the show at all. Like it's such a short show for 2 minutes long. But there is something I do love food, and I love people who love food. That's the other thing. There is something about like I am a kindred spirit with other people who are just like who enjoy and can kind of like speak about it in a loving way and like break it down and give me their experience. And like we experience things with other people. There's a connection that we have. You eat something with somebody, you're breaking bread with somebody, that's a relationship, that's a connection. You are not only feeding yourself here, but you're feeding your soul and you're feeding, that's all that. And so we could just talk so much about this kind of stuff. I don't know if I derived all that from this show. But it does remind me of it though a little bit, like I go, man, I really
Yeah.
hope that I am taking the time to enjoy and to escape, even if she does have friends. I bet she does have friends and she's like, you know what? This is for me. I'm gonna go out there and do this for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to enjoy
It's
this.
that alone time.
Yeah.
Like it's just that alone time you need sometimes where I just want to like be by myself. Like turn. It's like turning the world off and sitting down and enjoying stuff I like.
Oh my gosh, dude. And that's a like okay, so my mother-in-law is not gonna listen to this. So we're fine. We go,
Free range.
yeah, yeah. Here we go. Real quick story. There's this taco place in San Antonio. It's freaking amazing. And I'm like, we're gonna go get breakfast tacos from this place. I'm gonna go get breakfast tacos from this place, but I want to go by myself. I just so happen to be there with my in-laws, some of my
Yeah.
wife's family, and I'm like, hey, look, you and I are gonna go. We don't have to go with the entire family because I know and I feel
Yeah.
like they're gonna have this food, and they go, what is this? This is gross. Why are we here? It's hot outside.
Very opinionated feelings and thoughts
Just
coming
like,
out.
and I could be opinionated too. I am very opinionated. I get
Yeah.
that. But also, I don't want to tear down some stuff for people. Like, I do that on
Yeah.
accident because I have opinions about things. But I'm like, okay, well, then
Yeah.
they should just go without me. Just like I wanted to go without them. I'm going to eat this and
Yeah.
enjoy, I want to close my eyes and eat this thing and enjoy this thing and be transported into just like, feel like it's my grandmother's cooking, and I don't want to hear
Yeah.
anybody else go like, "This is disgusting," because you're ruining it for
Yeah.
that person. Like that's an experience that you could have that with somebody, have that with yourself, or you know. Anyway,
Like even if you don't like it, you can keep it to yourself and just lie to the other
yeah,
person.
yeah, just let them have it.
Like
Just-
just lie to them. Just
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, 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 it is.
yeah, yeah. It doesn't make me want to throw up at all.
Yeah.
This show though, for real, I'm gonna have to review this because I feel like this is the first time you've seen it too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and like
Yeah, I saw a thread. I saw like a reel about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching that."
yeah, definitely watching this. One out of let's see here, fried asparagus sticks. One out of five
Fried
asparagus.
asparagus.
Um, I don't know. I found myself actually kind of enjoying it because it's so like palatable, pun intended, and so like quick and easy. It's doing better in my mind than I thought it would do, even though you know, I'll
Now
give
they're
it
actually
like,
like taking it in, thinking
yeah, and
about
kind
it.
of,
You're
yeah, like,
savoring it. That's what's happening. You're savoring
oh,
it right now.
yes, sir. But I'm still gonna give it two and a half. I'm only gonna be halfway. I'm halfway. I get it down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still food.
Get
You
it
know what I'm
down.
saying? Like it's like good pizza, bad pizza, no such thing. You know, just like it's
Oh
pizza's
yeah.
pizza.
Like I said,
Where,
with how short it is,
yeah,
it's where it's good enough to where like you're going to check on the laundry and you still got a couple minutes on it. Just throw this on and watch it while you wait.
easy, easy to consume. Okay, where are you at on this? Where are
Easy,
you
so
at? Give me
easy.
one
I'm
at.
giving it 1 out of 5 asparagus sticks, deep fried and delicious golden batter,
Mm,
crispy in the middle.
oh,
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I like that. I like that. Stick to your guns. Be you, man. Be you.
Yeah, I'm
Delicious.
put up there mostly because I needed. Like I said, I started watching. I watched the first episode of the live action, and I like finally found where the manga was. So I'm like, I'm getting all that, and then culminate it all together as a whole.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like finding all of it and devouring all of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Well, if you got 2 minutes, I only have 2 minutes a day anyway, so like this is my kind of show. Just put it on. Put it on.
put it on, quick, easy eating it. Even if you need, hey, especially if you need an idea for dinner, just like throw an episode on. What's she having? Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Hey,
Let's go
for
get that.
real though, like what was that one? It was like the Takiyoshi? I can't remember. It's just like all the meats on sticks, pretty much. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm all about that life. I was
yeah.
like, I gotta do something like this. I
Hey,
love to grill. I'm doing something. I'm from around the
doing
way.
this weekend.
This weekend.
This weekend.
Doing it. Doing it.
Aw, doing it, and we are doing it here, guys. As we said, it is the week of Thanksgiving, so we want to wish everybody a happy, safe Thanksgiving with all their traveling, all the stuff. Hope you're getting some good food, spending some good times with friends, families, and watching anime together, guys. Because that's what it's all about: is spending time together, especially with food. Food brings everybody together, no
That's
matter
right.
what. There's if there's food, there's comfort, guys, and that's what we're all about. And we're also all about getting these likes, getting these shares, and getting these subscribes. So hit all those buttons on the podcast platforms you listen on. Go to our website, anime-me.com, where you can find all our episodes, all the links to our socials, all the links to our podcast platforms, and where you can buy your own Anime Me pod shirt like this right here. Boom, because the holidays are coming up, and those are the greatest gifts you can give somebody. And one of the greatest gifts you can give us is giving us 5 stars and a review on all our podcast platforms. That way you can show us how you're loving this and how we're loving these animes, guys. And as always, drop those comments. Let us know what you want us to watch. Let us know if there's a shorter anime out there, guys. We're looking for that 1 minute mark. We got 3 minutes. We got 2 minutes with this one. Find us. Let us know about a 1 minute anime because I know it's out there.
It is out there.
It is out there, guys. And we are out there. We are all right here. And with that, I've been Joanna with my co host Sal, and we'll see you on the next one. Liz.
Peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Doing it.
Doing it live.
How we gotta do it.
Yeah, doing it how we do it.
Doing it live.
I don't have any water.
You know what I'm saying? We from the hood.
Yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like you ad lib, you make it up. You know what I'm
Make it
saying?
happen, man.
You say like you ain't got no beef. All right, we're using potatoes. You ain't got no potatoes. We're using beans.
Use potato.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you ain't got no milk. Put
You
some
gotta think.
put some water in it. You know what I'm
Put some water in there.
saying? We make it happen. Put some water in it.
Make it happen. Use your imagination. Pretend it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're running out of shampoo. Put some more water in that mug. Shake it up.
Yeah. Put some more water. Yeah, man. We're not tussing. Put some water in
Put
there.
some water
Little
in that, but
tuss.
a little water tussing never hurt nobody, never healed nobody, but never hurt nobody either.
Yeah. Is the what do you call it? What's that word?
The jerry rigged, the hood MacGyver.
J rig, the hood MacGyver. No, that's the other one where you fake your brain out, where doctors
Oh
give you
yeah,
sugar pills
placebo
and tell you it's
effect.
medicine.
Yeah,
Placebo effect. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
what
the placebo. Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
all
You
just
just,
placebo effect.
yeah, yeah. As long as you believe, dude. Like freaking
Yeah,
Peter Pan sitting down with all the other Lost Boys and just pretending that they're eating something,
yeah,
eating
yeah.
eating air Getty.
All imagination.
Yeah.
Eric Gay.
The boys are starving, dude. Like you ever watch Peter Pan? They're starving. You know
uh,
what I'm saying? Like that, the little kid over there that acted like he got mashed potatoes. You ain't got nothing, dude. They ain't nothing there.
he got stabbed. He eating dirt.
Yeah, they're sitting down eating dirt and rocks, and it's the saddest meal you've ever seen. But they're pretending. That's just hood life. That's just living in the projects.
That's just living in the project. It just feels like forever. It's because the days are shorter now.
You know, that's exactly what it is.
Like
Somebody's like, hey,
it gets dark at like 4:30. It's already sunsetting. And
sun's
I'll be at work. I'm like, why does it feel late?
yeah, for real. Hey, sun's going down here soon too, by the way, and it's gonna be a
Yeah.
completely different podcast here in like
Oh yeah.
30 minutes.
At night.
We're gonna be at night. This is gonna be a tonight show. This is gonna be a night show now, Joe Angel.
Tonight show.
With Joe Angel.
That Nick at night.
That Nick at night. This is that Joe Angel at night.
Saying unhinged, tired,
Wore out.
wore out.
Smelling like menthol because you be like rubbing stuff on your joints and your bones because you hurt.
Uh, Smelling like icy hot all over the
All
place.
the time, dude. I used to make a joke about it, Jojo. I used to be
All the
like,
time.
I was always joking. I was like, hey, well, what do you gotta, what are you doing, old man? You had to go home and like put icy hot
Uh,
on you. And now I'm
get some
like,
icy hot on you.
dude,
Like,
I'm living
where's
it.
my icy
Yeah,
hot?
yeah. I got like three. I
Living.
got four different ones. I got one in a bag that I carry with me. Then I got one in my car in case I forget. And then I got one by the bed because that's my bed icy hot. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's embarrassing,
Just got
dude.
a stash all
Yeah,
over
I
the
got
place.
ice out. Just like I just pull that mug out like like a switchblade. Like I got that icy hot on me. I keep that thing on me. You know what I'm saying?
Icy
I
hot.
got to keep that thing.
Keep
On.
it thing on
Some
it.
people are keeping weapons on them.
Yeah.
That remember that guy that got smacked by that iced tea.
Oh yeah. Get
I
icy.
keep that icy hot on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think
it burns.
I think that company actually used that too.
Yeah, they did. They're like, hey, let's lean in, dude.
Like,
This is the
lean in. It's just
they started selling a holster.
it's like yeah, I saw a short today where they were talking about the Sprite McDonald's,
Uh-huh.
like Sprite selling the can of the McDonald's Sprite, and like it's like one of those Twitter threads where everybody's just like, "Oh snap!" So you like, so there is a different recipe, and like just go through like, "Oh yes, this that Sprite that comes with electricity." Or the Sprite where they have that extra charge in
Yeah, it's got
it.
them lightning bolts coming out that you
Yeah,
can feel it zapping
just
your your
like
your taste buds.
yeah, it's different, man. I don't know what it is.
They for real, like somebody else told me because they were like, "Oh, I only get like a Coca-Cola or a Diet Coke at McDonald's," and they say the difference is because they don't. It stays chilled, like the syrup or something like that. It's like refrigerated the entire time. Whereas you take that regular Sprite or Coca-Cola and you put it in a store in a
Yeah,
can and it gets warm,
yeah,
and then
room
then
temp.
you bring it back down to temperature. So like that drop and rise in temperature changes. Nah, I
It's
don't
like
want to even do
reheating
that. Yeah,
McDonald's
yeah.
fries. Can't
Oh,
do
you
it.
can't.
Can't do
Hey, air fryer. You can bring them fries back to life in an air fryer, bro.
it.
That's another. I'm over here standing in front of my air fryer with my French fries and rubbing icy hot on my arm. Like, let's do
Yeah,
this. I'm old.
I see how it is. Dude.
Let's do some old man things. Reheating
Oh
eh,
man,
reheating fast food.